rocking the hood with it. Welcome back to the Collective Clips where you already know I get it in. But before I get it in, let's hit that like and subscribe button. Ding! Put your notification bell on all so that way you're directing the direction of the dope content that I am kicking. And I highly appreciate all the support. We're going up on this channel. It's all because of you. And for that, I can say I'm very humbled and I'm fucking very appreciative, brother. Right? You already know, man. Hey, how do the woods say it? Fucking, does it got legs, brother? Does it got legs? Right? That's all they give a fuck about. What's the shelf life like, brother? The either R. What is that? Is that some new gang? Oh, it's the recipe for meth, right? They're crazy. Anyways, man, are you guys ready for Super Tweaker Toko part 1, right? So the last Toko video I did, I told you about the homeboy, right? From across the street, was nuts. You know, well, he had a brother. And if you recall, his brother was on that good one. He was on a great one. Not a good one, but more so a great one. And every time I would see him, this motherfucker stood up all night. Okay, and he had a light that shined bright on the side of the house, the homeboy did. And that light would go on, boom, boom, boom. And finally, one day I was looking over there. What the fuck's this dude doing? That motherfucker was taking the light bulb out of the light because it was disturbing what he had going on, which was basically working on fucking cars at 3 in the morning. He was super tweaker. So anyways, one day I'm outside smoking a frajo and I see him over there. His brother's gone, must have been at work, if he worked, or he was out killing someone. I told you guys a story about him. And so I decided, let me see what this dude's doing. He's working on a fucking car. Hey, the car's doing this. This motherfucker's under it like, whistling in the fucking island, brother. Right? I'm like, oh shit. I could see the car fucking getting ready to go. I'm like, hey bro, you want me to get you some blocks or something you could throw up under there? And he's all spooked. He sees me. He's like, who are you, brother? I said, it's me from the homie. What's up? Oh, yeah. What's up with you, right? And so I'm just kicking it. We're chopping it up. And I'm like, and he's still working under the car. And I'm like, fuck it. I ain't even gonna lie. At one point, I felt like just kicking that motherfucker and see what he did, right? Tokos are strong. Maybe he could just pass and got himself, right? But anyways, as we're kicking back, all of a sudden he's saying something. He's mumbling. And I can't really hear him. I'm like, what's up, bro? He's like, put one in the air, brother. I'm like, what? Put something in the air, brother. So I'm like, I don't smoke weed. He goes, I don't smoke weed either. I said, well, what, you want a frau or what? I got you. I smoke Marble Hunters. I got you. He's like, nah, put one in the air, brother. I'm like, put what in there? He's like, let's blow a cloud or two. I'm like, nah, I'm cool, bro. I don't get down, right? Shit, I haven't got down since like years ago, right? I'm cool, bro. I don't fuck with that shit. I tried it once and I damn near went crazy. I'm good. So he's like, hey, do you mind if I smoke a little bit, brother? I'm like, nah, go ahead. This motherfucker hit the piezo. That shit was twirling. That shit was spinning, right? I could see all the smoke. I was like, ooh, he's getting his, right? This motherfucker blew a big old cloud. He was like a dragon. He blew a big old cloud. And he said, in the island. I'm like, oh, this motherfucker. He's like, brother. He's like, man, hey, let me borrow $20. Now, mind you, he just got to know my name again. He didn't even remember me from kicking it over here, barbecuing, eating dead dog, or whatever the fuck I was doing over there with them. So now he went from knowing my name to put one in the air, brother, to let me borrow $20. So he's not my cousin. I'm gonna give you one and two. Nah, I said, nah, hey, I don't got no money on me. I had a pocket full of hundos, but I didn't have nothing for him, right? So he's like, hey, brother, he's like, you know, I take care of your house, right? And I'm like, oh, that's my mom's pad. I'm over there to check on it and shit, but you know, I got my own pad, but I'll be coming over here, you know? He's like, nah, don't worry, brother. Nothing will ever happen over there that won't happen here. And I got to thinking about that and I said, well, fuck. I seen these motherfuckers drag tweakers and feeding them pit bulls back here. No, I don't want nothing to happen over here, right? We're cool. No, I don't want what happens at your house to happen at my mother's house. I'm cool with that. I think she's cool with that too. He was like, just so you know, brother, I could be security for you. You know, $20 an hour, brother. I'm like, nah, I don't think we need security. Maybe, but not today, right? Your brother's got that covered. His brother was the big dude. He was with the business. This dude was just spun out. So anyways, this is what happens, right? So he's like, all right, brother, I'm going to go get something to drink. So he takes off to the store. And there's a little store on the corner that he could just walk to, grab him a pistol, come back. But this motherfucker takes off on him. He goes left when he should have went right? So, of course, I go back across the street. I take off, go to the pad, whatever, right? So when I come back, and I'm at the pad for like a good hour. When I come back, this motherfucker's coming back walking with a 6-pack of beers pouring sweat. Like, damn, this motherfucker went on the mission for the beer, right? He could have just went right there, but it was 37 cents more cheaper that way, right? So he walked the 4 to 6 hours that way to get the beer that was 37 cents cheaper, and that's it. So as he's coming back, he's like, you want a beer, brother? I'm like, yeah, I'll take one. He was like, $2. I'm like, oh, this motherfucker trying to get me to pay for half the 6-pack of some Keystone Light. So he throws me a Keystone Light. I crack it. We're kicking it. And he's actually funny. He tells these corny jokes. He's like, what's black and white and rolling down the boardwalk? I said, no. He says, a black dude and a Toko fighting over a chicken bone. I'm like, well, you're stupid, bro. That's racist than a motherfucker. You better stop it. He's like, nah, brother. I heard that on the island. Now, this guy is fresh off the boat, too. Everything is the island. Everything is everything is, right? So he's cool, though. So his brother slides through. He's like, oh, what's up, bro? I'm like, what's up, dogs? We're chilling, man. Hey, you want to eat something, man? I got these Subway sandwiches. Hey, I was at Subway, man, and I fucking went in and the dude just gave me everything for free. Nah, I think you took it from him. You deboed him. But whatever, I'll have me a Subway. So I'm in the Subway. I check it, make sure there's no involved, right? And I'm eating. So he likes, the two brothers argue all the time. He loves his brother. The big Tokes that I know, he loves the tweaker Toko. But all the time he's like, man, get the fuck out of my house. Like, go. This dude has nowhere to live. He lives in the backyard amongst the pit bulls and the one palm tree they got that's trying to hold on like in Vogue. Like, they got a palm tree. Hey, we're going to grow coconuts, brother. No, you're not. You ain't growing coconuts over here, bro. That shit is in gravel, bro. It ain't happening. But they're cool. So anyway, sometimes we'll sit in the backyard and this dude has a chain this big on his pit bull. His pit bull's a little small, scroungy, hard to eat pit bull on a big ass. The chain is more round than the pit bull is. It's crazy, right? The pit bull, that motherfucker looking at me like, I'm looking at him like, man, I feel for you, bro. There ain't nothing I can do. What you want me to do? Rescue you from a big old fucking Tongan? That's never gonna happen. You don't, well, I'm gonna tell you guys right now, you don't speak on Tongans animals. You don't say, hey, bro, I think that's like abuse of some form, right? Because they'll be like, what'd you say, dokes? Like, no, I didn't say nothing. I just said, fuck that dog, right? Straight up. You just don't do that. So anyways, we be in the backyard kicking. They be blazing and shit. Well, the Super Toko, he blazes. Super Tweaker Toko, he puffs. So he's on the magic dragon. So we're in the backyard. And they're arguing, and the big dude's like, come here, motherfucker, come here, brother, right? And they're tussling in the back, and he's picking him up fucking like he's doing weights, and I'm just laughing, right? So anyways, I go home. It's all good. I get to start knowing Super Tweaker, and I be going over there all the time. Like I said, I met him. He didn't even remember the first time we went to the fucking barbecues and did all kinds of crazy shit. He's just a cool dude, right? But he spun out of his mind. So like I said, I never knew what they were really into. I mean, I knew a little bit more details than like my Hefa knew. And she would always say, they're always up over there. Well, I wonder what they're on. And I said, oh, Mom, they're cool. But really, I want to say they're on meth, but it's cool. So I would go over there all the time, though. Every time I pulled up to my mom's to check up on her, I'd slide over there. I'd see him. This dude always worked on cars, but the car never got fixed. You know what I mean? Hey, brother, hand me a spark plug. I'm like, a spark plug? Yeah, not that one, that one. That ain't a spark plug, bro. That's literally a fucking flux capacitor. Hand it to me. We're about to go back to the future, brother. Right? And so this fool be putting all kinds of, hey, I don't got that type of wrench, but I got this wrench. And if I hold my thumb there and I twist it, brother, you know what I'm saying, folks? I don't, but fuck it. I do now. You know what I mean? They'll show you how to fix a car, but the car would never run. Like I said, the homeboy had a fucking go-kart that would go when he cruised up and down the street. We jumped on that motherfucker, so I know. Anyways, so we're going to go fishing. And one thing I can say about Tongans, Usos, Polynesians, period, their fishing game is up to par. At least these guys, right? But have you ever fished with a tweaker? No? Well, let me take you on an adventure, right? Let me tell you how I was fishing with them. Because I had never done it to the... Well, I guess I had with my primos. But I never really did it to this point at this level with someone who fucking had a fucking pole made out of bamboo. Like, this was different. So this fool has some elaborate ass fucking box all carved with Tongan fucking inscriptions. Hey, this was given to me by my grandfather, brother. This right here, this is the key. We're going to catch all the carp. I'm like, yeah, but I are you supposed to catch carp? Like, I don't even, yeah, we eat it all the time, brother. Remember that taco you ate the other day? I was like, no wonder it tasted like mud when I was, you know what I mean? So we go out to this fucking river. It's a cool little spot. They got a cut spot, right? I'm like, and with me with fishing, man, it's all about just drinking a beer, relaxing. Whether I catch something or I don't. I mean, catching fish is always fun, right? Don't get it twisted, man. You ain't fishing unless your pole's bending, right? Like the homeboy's fucking, I seen him on the live. He has his name. You ain't really getting your fish on unless your pole's really bending. It's fun. But with me, I throw a worm on that motherfucker. Hey, she want lobster? Huh, I'll take her to Burger King. I'm one of those dudes. I'm like Ice Cube. Yeah, I'm just laid back. So I'm out there with super big dogs, and we're just chilling, man. He smokes. Lanio's like, lights another. He always spits them out. I'm like, I guess if it's your weed, right? So we're kicking back, and his brother has this weird ass bamboo with a fucking carpenter line, you know, the type that they put for the chalk line, they go, and it leaves the chalk line when they're framing and shit. That's what he has. And his brother's like, you ain't gonna catch no fish. He's hooking him. He's spun out of his mind. I seen that motherfucker catch a big ass fish, fight it with one arm, hitting the piezo. Use the lighter, brother. I'm there trying to fucking light it for him. It was crazy, right? And they got this tweaker ass, super tweaker white dude. You thought Roach was bad. Brother, this motherfucker's more, right? He's there and he's a skinny ass little rat looking motherfucker, right? That he keeps around. It's like his sidekick. So everyone has like a sidekick but me. I'm just trying to kick it. I ain't trying to do nothing on the side, right? No diddy. So I'm just trying to chill. So here I am holding the light. I'm like, why am I doing this, man? I give it to the white dude. He's like, can I hit it next? Can I hit it next? Right? He's over there begging. But this motherfucker's catching all the fish. I'm like, damn, maybe I should use the chalk line. Like, how does this work, right? So this is what happens. The little white dude has a fish, right? And one thing about this tweaker dude is he's very paranoid. Super duper. Brudda, you got one, right? He's fighting with one, trying to hit the pipe. The little white dude's like, what do I do? Do I hold the lighter? He's like, you do both, son of a bitch, brother. You picked one up. Come on, dogs. So you got the little white dude trying to hold the lighter fight, and this fish is trying to take him, right? Big ass carp. They're fishing for carp. Me and big dogs, we're fishing for catfish, like real life. You know, so these dudes are over there fighting with carp and crystal meth pipes, and we're over here just trying to live. And again, man, big dogs is just like this. He probably spit a whole eighth out, right? It was just a trip. And I'm like, and I'm contemplating my life. How the fuck did I end up with a big ass Tongan, a skinny, sucked up ass tweaker ass Tongan, and a white dude that just pretty much does whatever he wants him to, right? And they got a little skeptical there. There was some questioning there going on. Justin Bieber shit, right? It was weird. So anyways, we're kicking back. We ended up going home. We caught a couple catfish, man. They caught about three or four nice sized carp, threw some back, took one home. They were going to roast it, him and the white dude. White dude's like, I love carp, right? And then even the little white dude tries to say, that's right. Yeah, that's right, Tokes. That's right, Tokes. And Super Tweaker Toko, that's like the one guy that he can punk, right? So he'd be like, shut the fuck up, brother. You shut up, brother. It's crazy. So anyways, look, this is when the story gets good. It was an adventure. So I don't see him for a couple weeks, man. The big brother, the big one, he gets locked up. And every time he gets locked up, his old lady's hella cool with my mom. That's like her only friend, her only outlet. So she'll call my mom like, hey, my old man's locked up. You know, she'll walk across the street. They'll converse. So, you know, they look out for each other. That lady, she makes bomb food, or she did back then. She'd hook my mom up. My mom would, you know, give her tortillas or whatever. You know, they were friends. And everything was good. She had her kids. She had a couple daughters, and my mom would give her like my kids' old clothes that I'd take her, whatever, you know, looking out. You got to look out for people. And especially, man, with Islanders, they're very loving, very giving people, man, and they'll very much rip your head off, especially if they're off dope. And I come to find out that several times. See, I still have a bump on my head from the Samoans. So anyways, I'm kicking it, right? And I pull up to my mom's, and I see the white dude and Super Tweaker. They're right there. And he's like, hey, put one in there, brother. And I was like, hey, what's up, man? And I really ain't trying to go kick it with them since the fishing incident, because first of all, I burnt the fuck out of my thumb. And second of all, man, it's just, you know, I couldn't sleep when I got home. The meth smoke in the air, I'm not trying to be around that, right? I'm trying to get triggered and shit. So anyways, I'm like, I'm cool with all that. So I'm kicking back. He's like, come here, brother. Let me talk to you, right? And now you remember, he's still, even though he's a skinny super tweaker, Toko, he's still bigger than me at that point. You know what I mean? They're fucking still big. So I walk over there like, hey, you don't want to make him mad, because then he'll be like, ooh, ooh. And I'll be like, oh, no, okay, I got you. Let me put some shoes on, homie. So let me put some shoes on, homie. So as I go over there, right, the little white dude's like, hey, you want to make some money? And at that point in time, I ain't going to lie, man, my job was a little flim-flam. And, you know, I got paid every 2 weeks, and it wasn't that week. They caught me on an off week, which was going to be a great week for them and not a great week for me. So I'm like, yeah, well, what's up? He's like, hey, man, there's a house. I'm trying to break into it. I was like, nah, bro, I stopped doing burglaries when I was a little kid. Like, I don't do that shit no more. I ain't trying to go to prison. What are you in here for, burglary? To me, what are you, a cat burglar? What were you stealing copper? Right now, it just doesn't sound good. What are you in here for? I killed someone, Holmes. All right, Spencer. You know what I mean? What are you in here for? I fucking stole a Nintendo 64. Right now, I'm cool. So, but at this point in time, the white guy, he's like, oh, it's easy, man. This fucking dude, he grows hella weedy. That's dope. I'm going to go in through the window. I'm going to get everything. I'm going to bring it to you guys. You guys just got to go along for the ride. I'm like, why are you guys involving me? Well, because, see, we don't got a ride. All right, so I'm like, all right, shit, I'm down. Fuck it. I'm like, look, this is what we're going to do. Where's it at? He's like, I'm going to show you. So he shows me this old fucked up house. No one's there. Porch lights on. You can tell they haven't been there for a minute. He's like, nah, they're out of town. I know these people, man. They're actually the fucking father-in-law of the brother-in-law of the bitch I'm fucking, right? Like you don't understand. It gets real complicated. I can tell you. He's all on dope, so he's talking fast. I'm like, look, bro, I don't care. And Super Tweaker Toko's being quiet the whole time. He's like, hey, brother, white guys are crazy, huh, brother? We gonna come up, brother. You know, black and brown. I said, what do you mean black and brown? You're not black. Oh, I'm from the island. We damn near, right? So I'm like, fuck it. So we pull up to this house. I tell the white dude, look, it's like this, bro. I'm going to drop you off. You go in there and get whatever the fuck you're going to get. What do I get out of it? He's like, oh, no, we're going to go to the pawn shop, brother. And the white dude's like, yeah. Don't trip, man. There's a gang, power tools. I'm like, man, are you got me out here on my off week from work stealing power tools, bro? Man, if DeWalt in Milwaukee ain't mad at me, I don't know who is, right? Bro, I'm not into, like, I thought we were going to, like, come up. You sitting there dumping and money and shit. You know what I'm saying? I started that's how you know when back in the days when I would be hitting licks, that was my voice I used. You know, it was like, I thought like if they're wearing a wire, it'll fuck up the frequency or something. I don't know. It's just the way I thought. They'd be like, yeah. No, don't even trip. We're going to get all the weed plants. I'd be like, look, bro, I ain't trying to fucking get them all. But at the same time, I want the money. There we go. Right? So anyways, I pull up. I tell him, I'm going to drop you off, bro. We're going to go hit around the block. And I'm thinking, hey, we're going to go to Burger King or something and go eat, right? And then we'll come back after you gather everything up, bring it all outside the house, take it to the curb, walk down the street with it. Then I'll pick you up. So that way I have an alibi. Hey, you're involved in a burger? I was just giving a homeless white man a ride. You know what I mean? That's it. And so he's like, yeah. We just need a ride, brother. Rose, so he goes in, does his thing smoothly, right? Everything works out, comes out, he has everything on the curb. He looks like you're fucking having a yard sale. We gather it all up, throw it in the back, right? It barely fits in. I ain't even gonna lie, I'm sitting next to a table saw like this, trying to drive to the pawn shop. So we get to the pawn shop, whatever, and these guys don't want to go to the house and divide shit up and who gets what. They want to go straight to the pawn shop. They're trying to put something in their pizzo. They're trying to put one in the air, brother. Right? And Super Tok's, he's sitting there and he's like, brother, this chainsaw's worth a lot of money, brother. I said, that motherfucker's rusty as fuck, but whatever, right? So we get there. Now, we go to the pawn shop, get about $600-700, right? I'm gonna go ahead and need 3 of that off the top. And the white dude's like, but where's my cut? Yeah, no, so I'm going to need a little bit of your cut. Super Tokes, you got your cut, right? Super Tokes like, I'm going to need the other 3, right? The white dude did all the work, and he's going to get to hit a gram. And that's about it, right? So we go back to his house, and they're all happy, balling. They got hundreds, right? Yeah, they're feeling themselves. I'm like, shit, man, I feel like a dirtbag. Like, I done just did a burglary with a fucking a Tongan. I always want to say Samoan because I'm so used to Usos, right? A Tongan and a damn fucking tweaker white dude. But whatever. You know, I got money, so it's all good. You know, I'm going to be able to go to the strip club and have it my way, at least for a couple hours. So I'm chilling, and the big brother gets out, right? Big Super Tokes. And I see him, and he's already there when we got there. He had got out and shit. I'm like, what's up, bro? Shit, what happened? Oh, man, you know, it's a little probation violation. You know, all I did was push my fucking probation officer. I'm like, you pushed your probation officer? He said, nah, I went to do a high five. He missed. I hit his shoulder. It broke. Assault, right? I'm like, oh, you got a new case? He's like, nah, they're understanding. You know, it's not the first time it happened. I said, God damn, he's really that big. Motherfucker touches you, ligaments start falling off. Real life, right? So we're chopping it up, and he does not like the white dude that's always around. So he doesn't trust him because ladders and various fucking painting tools, because that was the big Uso, that was his side hustle. He was a painter. He always had ladders and things at his pad. And so things would come up missing. And every time he blamed the white dude, poor white dude, right? But really it was his brother pawning the shit, stealing the shit on a good one, right? But he refused, even when his brother was hitting the shit, he'd be like, I don't want to see it, brother. I don't want to see it, right? Like he didn't like it. Come to find out, the motherfucker was doing the same thing. Talking a secret life, talking about, oh, fuck, I don't want to see my brother do that shit. He's going down the wrong road. Blowing his own cloud, right? So he starts going in on the little white dude. And the white dude's like, look, man, look at all the money we made. I'm going to go ahead and need that, brother. You haven't paid rent. Now, the little white dude was staying in the back. And that's what I'm saying. Sometimes I'd be out at my mom's pad. I spend the night or something. I hear odd sounds. And I knew it wasn't a pit bull fucking on the chain. It sounded real Diddy and Bieberish, right? I'm just saying. I'm not saying, but I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, right? You know, you can tell the difference from to right? It's just something about that sound. I could just distinctly tell there was a different dialect going on. You know, the motherfuckers were in the back speaking in hieroglyphics. You know what I'm saying? The Toko was giving it to him in Braille. It was different, and the motherfucker wasn't blind. So right? He's like, hey, no, you owe me money. So the white dude gets loped up. He's like, I did all the fucking work, bro. I fucking went in I had to climb through it. Look at him fucking cut right here, scratch. I did all. You can have my money. I was like, now this wasn't no wood like Roach. Roach would have been like, listen here, fucking brother. I ain't fucking like you people. I'm calling every fucking skinhead and Hell's Angel I know from Sacramento to the IE, bitch. Right? He would have been different. So slaps the shit out of the white guy. White guy takes off walking, takes the left. I don't know to what degree of liquor store he's going to. Probably the same one that took the homeboy 6 hours to get some Keystone Light for 37 cents cheaper. And the other brother's like, super tweaker's like, hey man, why you do my friend like that? That's my friend. He said, I don't care about your lover, brother. Right? I'm like, oh shit, now the truth comes out. I said, on that note, I'm going to take off across the street because this is becoming more of a situation of some gangster shit to a domestic violence shit, right? And when couples are involved, like, I just want to stay away from that. Man, do you know that super tweaker Toko took flight? Now, I don't know how it is in the Toko situation, like as far as like how they are with their peoples. I know that they will fuck you up if they have to. But two brothers, right? Super tweaker hit this motherfucker hard, bro. Boom! Big dude just said, you fucked up, brother. You fucked up, brother. I'll be right back. Went in the back. Probably hit the piso. Came back with his pit bull on a chain. Now remember, his pit bull is skinny and but it's aggressive. And let his pit bull go off on his brother. And I seen a Toko and a pit bull going at it in the front yard. This dude did not run. This dude, while one's hitting the pipe getting the pit bull, the other one's hitting the pipe getting ready for the fight, for the one-on-one, right? This motherfucker sicked his dog on him, bro. It was crazy. This motherfucker was going head up, caught a quick fade with the pit bull, right? And won, right? Hey, brother, get this, right? He was fucking getting his on, right? Anyways, later on, man, I went back across the street, took off to my pad, came back, they're on the front fucking cooking dead dog. Don't know if it was the pit or not, right? Never heard him bark after that, so maybe it was, perhaps. Anyways, man, there's so many more adventures I did with this dude. That was only one of them. It was crazy. If you like it, hit that like and subscribe for more supers. I got so much shit going on today. I got content giving content piggyback rides. We gonna make it happen. Thumbs up or thumbs down. Heavy's gonna be the head that wears the crown. I'm gonna continue to strive, struggle, and strive for what I truly believe in. It's the betterment of all people. That dog was like, fucking motherfucker. If dogs can talk, they'd be like, hey, okay. You don't want to give me a hug? You don't want to scratch by my ear? I'm going to shit on your porch. The gun.